Let's go, nickel. 3rd and 2. Hey, take him back. Take it back. Take it back. Hey, can we get everybody back, guys? I mean, Jesus Christ. Get him off the sideline. Let's go. Get him off the sideline. Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Here we go. Hey, bring it in here. Offense. Let's go. What's the D&D? All right, 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 here. Here we go. All right, let's go. It's over. It's over. Good. 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 It's over. All right, let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Bring it in, guys.
I don't want anyone on the field when we're going 11 on 11. Are you guys clear with that? I have a coaching staff meeting every night at 8:15, right? And I tell the coaches, right? I hate when people are on the field, okay? I don't like when people are on the field because it doesn't feel like the game, right? The next time we go on 11 on 11, I do not want anyone on the field. You guys got that? I don't know how much clearer I can make it, right? But we meet every day, guys, just so you guys know, to go over this, right? We meet with the officials before every practice about how we want it officiated. We got the down markers wrong, and Justin's pissed off because it's not the right down and distance. It takes everybody in the huddle to have a good practice. You guys got that? It isn't one guy here or woman that's going to determine our success. It's everybody. So we have to be a lot better 2-minute so that we can win these tight games so we can become a world champion. You guys got me? Sure. But we got to come together as a team. And when there's no fans out here, when it's like COVID, right? You bring your own juice as a team because you love practicing. You don't need the music. You don't need the crowd. Just come out here and you know it's what it takes. And that's what I was saying in that team meeting, guys. You got to have players on this team that pull us out of it. All right? That pull us out of it. Okay? That's what we need. All right? To become the team that we can be. All right? So good practice. Okay, let's get over there and recover. Let's be sharp in these meetings. All right? Because that's what it takes. All right? We got a good team. All right? We got to play like it all the time. All right? Justin, get us a break. T1-3, 1, 2, 3, 2.
Hey, we're back where we belong, in the tent. Hey, it all started for us in a tent.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, how we doing? Man, back in the tent where we belong. Where we belong, back here. You guys that weren't here last year, this is kind of how it had to be. And we liked it so much, we're going to do it again. We got even more comfortable chairs, got a little bit better ventilation. But we're excited, man. Welcome to Training Camp 2022. All right, now let's get to, this mission statement of the team. Okay, talked to a lot of you guys over the last, 6 or 7 months. We've onboarded a lot of new people, a lot of new players, some new coaches, staff. We've got a new team, okay? I thought we had an excellent spring. It was very competitive. I liked the football that was being played, okay? I liked the mindset and the approach. I thought it was very professional. I saw a lot of people performing. I didn't see a lot of people talking, and I liked it. I also thought we had some guys having fun. I thought we had some guys having fun playing football and competing. And over the summertime, okay, did a lot of thinking about, hey, what do we need to do for training camp? Where do we need to be at as a football team? And I found it. I'm like, man, this is exactly where we need to go.
There it is. Do it again. Move it out. Good ball. Feel that finish out there? Do that one again. Get the hand coming out here. Perfect. Last one. One more. That's around your shoulder. Get it to me first. Reach. That's the one. That's the one I want to see. Right out here.
It's been great to compete again. It's great to play a sport and to work at your game, to improve. It's really brought out the best in me.
That's the one. Get it out here. Reach. That's the one. One more.
I feel like I'm better
Perfect.
in all ways,
Nice
you know,
smooth.
professionally, personally.
I see your racket get back to here.
And I just remember how much, you know,
Instead of
I loved
here
it.
where you're
And
kind
it's been really fun to get back at it.
Let's grab these. Hell of a lot better with, look at all these balls in front of you.
So you're a big Rafa fan. How did that come about?
Well, I've known this guy since he was 17, and I've always respected competitors in other sports that I feel like I would want my players to be like, and I've kind of followed him since he was a 17-year-old kid all the way to now, and today was a good display of why I like him so much. The competitive spirit that this guy has, the will in his game, you know, it stands out on a tennis court. When he's in competition, he's got that rare competitive will. And I think that he beats people with that mindset that they're really going to have to beat him, that he's not going to give anything away. And I think that that's what he's famous for. And to be the player who has won the most Grand Slams in the history of tennis in the most competitive era in the history of tennis with Novak and Roger, I just think it says everything about him. The best thing for me was being able to see him practice at Wimbledon, because the great players that I've been able to coach, whether it's on this team or other teams, I'm talking about the special players of all time, you feel something different when they're around them. You can see it, you can feel it, and they don't have to say anything.
Good shot. We got to create a dominant mindset on this football team and within this organization. A dominant mindset. Not a winning mindset, a dominant mindset. That's who I am as a competitor, who I am. And that's who I want us to be. And I know for a fact that because of all the people who have talked today, we have a team that's capable of living this mindset. A dominant mindset requires a lot more of you guys, fellas. A lot more. I think nowadays, it's more common to play like the respect factor, like maybe go that direction. Like people don't respect you as a player, or us as a team, or us as an organization. And I think that you can buy into that because it's so in your face all the time. But I don't believe that at all, because I don't think dominant competitors are worried about what anyone else thinks. I've never been around a special player, a special team, a special organization, a special family that cared what other people think. Just never been around it. And so when everyone else is trying to tell you what to worry about, what we need to worry about is in this tent, in our mindset, but try to dominate our competition. And it goes far beyond winning. People could win like 10 games or 13 or 14 games, but they may not dominate their opponent. Dominate mindset requires more of you. And you can see it, you can feel it, you don't need to hear it.
Well, when he said that in the team meeting, I instantly thought of Justin.
Ready? Waiting. Shot.
Nice shot. There it is. Well done, 10. And so to me, it's just getting everybody to have that same mindset. You know, when you're bringing together a full team, like you have a lot of different personalities, a lot of different types of people. And to me, you're just trying to get to that point where you can dominate an opponent. You're not really, you know your assignments like this, you got them down, and now we can go kick the other team's ass. Like, and that's the critical thing.
Great job. Good shot. Good shot. Good route, Parm. Well done. Good drive, 10. Well done.
I think that's, to me, I always relate it back because I'm the quarterback coach to our room, and our guys are all like that, and especially Justin.
What's up, man? Let's coach some ball, brother.
Let's go.
Hey, we were there 3 minutes ahead in the walkthrough.
We got a lot of reps. Those guys
I'm like,
are on it.
dude, on it. Yeah, we need definitely more plays.
For the first day.
Dude, yes. Hey, 3 minutes early on the walkthrough, we need way more plays. Well, the quarterback and the center are awesome, so.
Let's go, boys. Hey, stay locked in, man. Operate.
I think what's also really important is that none of you feel like you got to be anything special. You just got to be who you are all the time, because that's good enough. That's good enough. And that we enjoy every minute of it, because the fun comes from when you do it the right way, you get that mission done. Along the way, there's a lot of fun that comes with it. This group likes each other. This organization, we got people that care and like each other, you know, and that's a hard thing to get. This dominant mindset, what dominance is, it's not perfection. That's not what we're looking for, okay? Dominant mindset is waking up every single day ready to compete. Win, lose, or draw, I'm coming back. I'm giving it my best.
Get hip, stay low. Good.
We still got to come out here and continue to improve, right? That's the competition. That's how you dominate the day. You go in, all right, you watch the film, all right, you critique it, all right, you get coached up, and you come out here and you correct whatever you didn't do yesterday. And that's the improvement-driven mentality we got to have every single day.
How physical can we be on core blocks, man? How physical can we be on core blocks, Nick Neiman? Nice. Good. Good 4-9. Good 4-9. How physical can you play today? That's it.
Is it a different level of battle testing some of these guys on the team this year during training camp in terms of how you think about it? Because you have guys like Justin and Keenan and so many veterans who have experienced year one of this regime.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's the communication factor and the trust factor, the relationship factor. Like, you have that established with many of the guys, you know, about half the guys. And, you know, now we've had a spring together to kind of get ourselves underway with some of the new guys. And I think that you don't ever want to take things for granted. And I know that's something that is core to me, is you have to always establish yourself. You're not reestablishing anything. You're just establishing yourself as a competitor.
Right away to get north and south. Good, Gerald. 11.
So, as an offensive coordinator and play caller, how different is it this offseason with a full year under your belt, you know, building this thing up again as you go into year two?
Yeah, it's a lot easier. I think, you know, everyone's familiar with the terminology, and so, you know, Justin's bandwidth is a lot wider for everything, so we can, you know, focus on some football 202 type stuff rather than just getting in and out of the huddle. So it's real nice.
All right, welcome to Friday. It's Friday, so what does that mean? It's time to party and get our groove on, but first we got practice and meetings. Yeah, I think it starts with an evaluation of the year before, going through the cut-up, seeing what you did well, what you didn't do well, things you can improve on. All right, we got a little bit lucky in our situation, 4th and 21, ball in the 23, a little further out, kind of a hopeless situation. No, it's never hopeless. You know, instead of looking at other teams, you can put on the film of you know, the plays that you ran last year, so they can see themselves rather than seeing other players. And I think that always sinks in a little bit better with the players. So The past year is a big part of it. All right, hey, just what Brandon said, it was a good first day yesterday, right? There was a minimum amount of mental errors. I like the tempo, right? We finished that 20-play period, and there was like maybe 4 or 3 minutes still left on the clock, so our tempo was good. All right, don't get bored of that. All right, part of being great is having a tolerance for tedium. Like, I got to do the same thing over and over again, right? It's May, walkthroughs. Don't get tired of getting in and out of the huddle, up to the ball, all right, getting the snap count, going through these fundamentals. Don't get bored of doing it right, all right? Our minds can be our greatest weapon or can be our biggest prison, right? And you have to stay with it. You have to have a belief. One thing, I'm going to give Chase Daniel here a little credit, all right? He may take this as an insult, but it's not. He walks out onto the field sometimes, right? He showed up with the team, and there's people like, this guy's been doing it for 14 years, right? They look at him, he's short, he's a little squatty, right? You've been playing quarterback for 14 years in the NFL. How do you do it? Well, because I remember his rookie year, I said, look, listen to what we say, but get yourself in Drew Brees' hip pocket and just do what he does, all right? And this guy, I guarantee you, in any walkthrough, you can't tell if it's May 24th or if it's the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl, right? He's going to take every rep like it's the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl and we're going down to try to win the game, all right? And that takes a lot of stamina, as Brandon says, right? Mental stamina, all right? So let's keep it up, right? One good day means nothing, all right? Stacking good days on top of each other turns you into a champion, all right? So let's have another good day today.
I mean, look at any great organization in sports. What's the common thread? It's continuity. That's so important to success, because when you have continuity in leadership, in schematics, it allows you to get deeper and deeper and deeper into the details of what you want to do.
All right, so when I'm watching Justin, I'm watching his feet, I'm watching his timing, right? I'm saying, okay, let's just say Bosa and Khalil, let's say Tranquil was blitzing, let's say Sebastian, right? Let's say it was a 5-man rush and the pocket was tight. What do his fundamentals look like, guys? Could he make a throw, all right?
Herbert from the gun on 2nd and 10. Another quick release, it's caught.
But when the pocket is tight, all right, your talent isn't going to be the reason why you produce. It's going to be your fundamentals, your technique. Okay, that's what's going to produce in the clutch when it's third down in the NFL, not your talent.
You know, Justin Herbert put it best. It's 202. It's not 101 anymore. The way Justin described it when we talked to him was, you know, before you're like, okay, this is the play call. Where's everyone supposed to be? You got to make sure everyone's set. No more. Now it's, I know exactly what this is, and we're going to figure out in a hurry, you know, where that mismatch is.
As you start getting reps, whether it's from practice against our own defense that's on film or in games, you can go through all the situations because there's, a ton of variables that can happen every play. And let's really focus on our pre-snap operation, having it be pristine tomorrow. Break the huddle, get lined up, no false starts, no sloppy feet.
Okay, I'm watching Keenan. Okay, I don't know what this year is in the NFL, but look at his feet working. Okay, he's gaining ground, and this is kind of what he's famous for, right? Is his feet, his head and shoulders, right? Making it all look the same, okay? And we got Mike working his feet, gaining ground, right? Sticking the in cut, okay? Running through the catch.
Extra man on the rush, pass caught. Allen down inside the 5.
He's got to beat man-to-man. I think that drill looks pretty similar to what this route is. Would you guys agree with that?
Think back to training camp when Joe Lombardi was hired along with Brandon Staley, and Drew Brees was out here at the practice field, and he had a little media scrum. We asked about Joe Lombardi's offense. He said, think about it this way. It's this giant menu. And I immediately envisioned this Cheesecake Factory menu with, 90 pages. And he said, you can take a little section of it and you can pick certain items that you like from it, and that's your offense. He's like, but the longer you go, the more you're using. And that just keeps popping back into my head, is now instead of just this sort of appetizer menu, we've got entrees, we've got desserts, like all of that's gonna be showing up this year.
This is a timing route, okay? This is a trust route, right? Where you hit the top of the drop and you really wanna be able to get it out there against any coverage, really, okay? It's good, okay? Trust.
Chargers are going to be deep in their own territory, about as deep as you can possibly be.
3rd down and 7, backed up on the 4-yard line. All right, can we build the trust in the pocket in their end zone with the crowd going crazy and you can't hear anything?
Herbert hooks a pass, a strong throw, and a catch made by Guyton.
Can we do that? Can we build that type of chemistry now with our offense, second year of our offense, where we can really run that route and throw that route with the timing that we need to in order to make that play on 3rd and 7 backed up?
4th, 3rd down for the Chargers of 3rd and 10 or longer.
I think what makes this play unique is that Lombardi knew exactly what we were going to see. 3rd and 15, we talked about it probably Wednesday, and he's like, we're going to get 2, cover 2, and we're going to run these deep go routes. And Herbert, you're going to look down the middle of the field, hold it, and they'll forget about Keenan down the sideline. And
Pocket holds up, stands tall, throws downfield, has Keenan Allen, caught!
And the guy actually gets a hand on it. That might be one of my best catches of the year, too. So.
Can you just speak to Justin's instincts on plays like that?
Yeah, like I say, him being able to take the coaching point and take it to the field is the amazing part. And when you make it happen on 3rd and 15, it definitely sparks the defense up, and then all the guys on the sideline, and gives us that momentum.
6 in the secondary, 3rd and 5.
He shouldn't even be looking at me, but he rolls out my way, get a little space, and he throws it, a dime on the sideline. And I'm pointing back at him because he shouldn't even be looking at me. But you a savage, boy.
Are you ever surprised by what he does now?
No, not really. Anything's possible with Herbert at quarterback.
I want him to score and be able to turn upfield for 2 yards. So if I put it on his right shoulder, he'll obey the ball. And the receivers have done a great job all year of kind of just obeying it, following it, and getting upfield. You've got a lot of bodies in the red zone, and if I can avoid throwing him into that.
Today I focused on something that's sort of like red zone 101, like end zone 101. And some of the finer points to where the ball should get delivered.
We would throw the clock. So it would be like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, around the clock. So you're working on these catches. Feel free to steal this too.
I will. I haven't heard of it, but I like it.
As a quarterback, what people really respect is that they can count on you. They can count on you to do your work. They can count on you to do your job. They can count on you to be clutch when we need someone to be clutch. And that's what I think that his teammates here have learned about him.
One in the 4th quarter, like 5 seconds.
It is, yeah, the one that he caught.
You remember that play?
He better.
What's the name of the play?
Some crazy stat, maybe 67% of all games come down to a 2-minute drill. Whether it's 2-minute or 4-minute, whether you have the ball or whether you're on defense, it comes down to that. Games are going to be close in the NFL.
1:54 to go. Chargers down 7.
I think the great part about 2-minute is how much we practice it. We've practiced that every day for the past 2 years together, and when you go out there with those guys, you know what they're doing, and we've been through that so many times that it's just like practice.
4th and 10.
And now here you go again, season on the line.
Herbert, they rush 4. Looks downfield, middle on the crosser. There's Keenan. He's got the first down.
Such a large portion of NFL games, whether it's the end of the half or the end of the game, end in a 2-minute situation. All those little details, what are you doing with the ball after you get tackled? Make sure that you're getting it to the ref so he can spot it. Offensive line, leave a space so the guy spotting the ball has a chance to get through.
The great thing that we did as an offense is we just operated. You can't worry about the score. You can't worry about all the outside factors. You just have to do your best to convert.
4th and 10 again. Raiders bring 4. Herbert to pass. Caught Mike Williams, first down, middle of the field.
Wow, they are still alive. Unbelievable.
When the game's on the line, when there's 5 seconds to go in the game. You're on the road and we need a touchdown. It's 4th down and everyone's freaking out. We want our quarterback to not be freaking out.
Like when you go out on Sunday, Justin is like an assassin. Like he has a game plan down and he is going to wreak havoc, and he's going to dominate. I mean, when he gets to Sunday, he's a different person.
It would be one thing if we didn't practice it and we were out there, it would be chaotic because we don't know what we're doing. But to have those guys out there, the offensive line communicating with the running backs, telling them exactly who they're working to, who the running backs have, it's all in a plan and we all have it.
Here is the season.
Firing, and it is going to be caught in the end zone by the big body Mike Williams.
Let's move. Go, mother.
Insanity. This is just insane.
You practice the way you play, and so we go out to practice, and you better be sharp because that's ultimately how you're going to play. And if you treat every rep, every play like it's a game, you go out there in the game and it's going to be easier. You're going to feel more comfortable. And I think having that habit of going through the practices and meetings and being dialed in and focused, I think that's essential to playing well on Sundays.
All right, here we go. 2 minute. 2 minute.
Your 2 minute gonna hurt.
Here we go. All right, here's the situation. Hey, 1:33 left game, down by 6. Okay, 2 timeouts each. All right, if the offense scores, we got to kick an extra point to win it. The clock is winding. We got to get off the field. We got to get the PAT team on it. We got to roll. All right, here we go.
We think of all the different situations that an offense or a defense faces during a season and put those guys in the situation as realistically as we can. It forces us as coaches to think about, the plays that we're going to call in those situations and gets the players ready for when it happens. So when it happens in a game, hey, I've been here, I've done this, I know exactly how we want to proceed.
Up top!
It's having a sound understanding of all those rules and taking throws out of bounds. Just all about being smart like that.
Like, hey, red zone, here we go, all of them. Boom, 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 boom. Fourth down, we're going for it.
If you look at quarterbacks throughout the history of the game, all the special ones that people know about, they've had continuity in their systems. And then they become the system. And they can create that confidence in their fundamentals. They can create that confidence in their communication. They can bring out the best in their teammates, and ultimately that can bring out the best in themselves.
Watch out, boys.
Yeah, so those situations, they're critical situations. Those are the ones that determine the outcome of the game. So we try, and I think we do a really good job, Brandon does a great job of making sure that we hit all those situations in practice so that nothing new that we haven't experienced or talked about can come up in the season.
Hey, here's what we're doing when the clock's running. Here's what we're doing when the clock's stopped. So you can't practice that stuff enough because it comes up a ton, and when it does come up, it's hugely important.
When we're in games, a lot of times, we'll reference what happened in training camp. Hey, this is that situation. Remember we were going against our defense. It was this down and distance in the red zone. Same type of thought process here.
Timeout! Timeout! Timeout!
So we're kind of building those reference points so that in the season we can reference back to them when they come up in the season. So we try to cover those all in the off season and in training camp so that when they come up, we know exactly what to do and what we're all thinking without having to talk because you don't have time to talk.
12.
4th down, fellas. 4th down. 14 seconds. Fly, right side.
Come on, snap.
Let's go! Nice shot. Crazy out here. It's crazy.
A lot better day today on both sides, better energy, better execution, came out with a purpose. All right, we got better these last 2 days. All right, I like the way this scrimmage went today. All right, proud of this football team. Herbert, give us a breakdown.
Yeah. Ah! Team on 3, 1, 2, 3.
If you want to see more content like this, check out the link right here.